we could just talk real, being a mom, being a wife, being a provider, a service provider, and a provider in my home, and being a CEO of multiple coaching programs with a lot of clients, customers from digital products, and continuous collaboration for mental health throughout the year, it is exhausting. Hey, grateful day, everybody. So we are getting prepared on a Monday to go to Disneyland. And so I have not been to Disneyland in Southern California since the end of the year around October of 2025. And so me and my son decided that during his 6-week break, because he does go to school year round, which means that they have on and off track 4 to 6 week breaks. But because it's a spring break, they are merging everything together. We decided to renew our Magic Key passes. However, we did not decide to do the Inspire Key, primarily because if you're a mom, you work from home, kids go to school, and they're in sports, it can get very complicated. And so he is now playing football from flag to 7-on-7 to then trying out tackle in the summer. Our eldest is now in track, but then he weight trains, and then he is playing football. And then my youngest is also in personal training. My husband now works at night. I work in the day. And so needless to say, it is busy around here. So we decided to renew the Magic Key for the Southern California residents. It is $40 a month. To me, that's a swap out of eating out for us to have a full day at the park, hopper pass included, with a few discounts to get out this house and have a good time. And so I am done with my work, just had a team meeting with my team member. And so me and my son are gonna get prepared for Disneyland, and I'm going to take y'all with us to show you what a day in the life of a work from home mom looks like. But today it is family day. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Okay, so one, if you are new here, hey, my name is TK, also known as my stage name, Dr. TK. I go by both, but I am a work from home mom. I am a clinical psychologist. I do mental health work in the community and online. And then I also do a coaching business, run it from my home, where I help other mental health therapists grow a profitable private practice, and they go into other streams of income, whether it be digital products, speaking, and then other areas in the mental health business. So today we are going to be first going over what is in my park bag. If you are new here, I do a mixture of work from home, mom life, abundant living experiences. We do love to travel, even though in this season, we definitely had to reel it back in. We have a lot of family goals this year in terms of wanting to buy a new home and all the things, but it does not mean that we cannot have fun on a budget. So if you like those kind of things and you love to have a great time while also creating mom community and a work from home community, then go ahead and subscribe, like this video. And now I'm going to show you what we are taking to Disneyland. So you see one part back here, we have plenty of popcorn buckets. I am very sure my son is going to see a new one, but I'm like, this trip was not planned. We just renewed the passes like Friday. So I am going to just take what we have, and I'm also going to take our regular snacks. So we are taking his insulated water bottle. It is definitely messed up from the dishwasher, but it has like Black Panther, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, all those people. And we do not refill our waters at the park. We just take water inside one water bottle, and then we typically take 2 to 3 extra waters in my backpack. Now, I am going to show you right now what is in this backpack. It is Vera Bradley. I bought it a long time ago, but I love the color. Today, I'm gonna be doing a powder pink or pastel pink, looking like an Easter bunny, and then this blue. And then I'm also, I'll show you in a moment, I'm gonna put on my Grand Floridian blue and white ears that goes with the blue backpack. And then I'm gonna have on a pink short set that I bought from, I think, Sam's Club, last summer. But nevertheless, I'll see if everything goes in here with the waters. It should, because as we drink the waters, it'll get lighter. Typically, I'll bring a bigger backpack. I just don't want to carry it right now. And we're not bringing a stroller. My son is about to turn 8. So we're done with those days, unless, honestly, if it is the summer, sometimes I do bring the stroller to carry all of our waters if we're going with a lot of people. So first things first is like sanitization. So in my bag on the side pockets, I have, let's see, I have my EOS lotion, hand lotion, always good after, going to the bathroom. Then I have these travel flossers that I bought from Amazon. They do come in different colors. I'll make sure to link all of these up down below if you want to get some mini toiletries or travel items. But if you just push up, you see, it comes out. So I have that, so I can make sure I'm not walking around with food in my teeth. Then I also have my Mickey Mouse Touchland. I'm about half full still. I usually don't use this a lot because we have different ones in different purses. Now I used to hook this on my bag, but it's not that strong and sometimes it comes off. And what I don't want is for me to lose it walking around the park. So I just put it in the side pocket. Okay, in the other pocket, I have all of our lip care ladies. And so I did go to Bath and Body Works a while ago and got like their items on a $5 sale. So I got this Daily Essentials colored lip gloss, and it is lip oil. And then I also got from Bath and Body Works this nourishing lip tint. Sometimes I bring different ones depending on what color I want to wear. But as you can see, I go with the neutral pink and brown colors. I also have Tylenol right here on the side. Then I have my son's lip balm. There's a day version and a night version. Both of them work really well. I just usually take whichever one is open and available so that I'm not opening up a lot of new ones and then they're spread around. But this works really well for kids. I don't know about you, but my son's lips, but I seen it with like my nephew too. Like it just, I don't know what's going on like with these kids' lips, but they just get chapped. I have a Disney gift card, not sure if I'm gonna reload it or not. So I buy them through Sam's Club and online, and then I transfer them online at disneygiftcards.com, all to one card. And then, I don't know if you can see here, I put a number 1. When I am using this card, especially if we're traveling, I may still take all of the cards and then I'll get on the airplane or something and then I'll transfer all of them. But I need to know which is my main card. And then I'll also take the number on the back and then I put it in my phone. That way, when I'm doing mobile order, paying for our lightning lanes, I can just copy and paste the card and I don't have to always put it in my wallet. So that's a little hack. And then I just have some random Band-Aids that came out of my other Disney bag that was downstairs. Okay, now inside the bag, it's not that crowded right now, only because I don't have the waters and the snacks, but your girl has wipes on wipes. And so again, what I was doing is I was cleaning out some of my lounge flies and then just transferring stuff over here because it's almost empty, so I might as well just take it. So I just have like some random wipes. I literally think it's like 2 wipes in here, but I'm just gonna take it. Maybe we need it in the car. And then I also have 2 types of wipes. I will more than likely, well, I'll just take both. They're thin, but you have the lavender wet wipes. I typically get these in the dollar section or travel section at Walmart or Target. Then we have the Purell. Then my son, I bought these from the Dollar Tree. It was like a pack of tissue. So he has his own because he wanted like the dinosaur theme, and they came with like a pack of 6. Then I also have my Meta glasses that I do not have the strap. So they are the tinted version. I need to go online for like $10 to $18. You can buy the clear lenses, but I do want to try them out just walking around the park. And then if I do get any footage, I will, upload it into the edits for YouTube. But I'll also use this for like social media for short form content. My son also has, let me show you. So my husband bought these for both the boys. They both have smart glasses. We did a whole unboxing situation, short form. I'll link that below. But these are the glasses. They're not Meta, but they have a different name. I forgot their name. But kind of like how you say, hey, Meta, you can say that to these glasses. He has the clear glasses. I'm gonna take them, and if he asks for them, then I'll bring them out. So his is clear. I did wear them when I went to the grocery store, and they came out super nice. I personally don't like walking around with the dark tint when I'm indoors. I don't mind doing it clearly when we're out, but I'm gonna be using my Meta. And the reason I was bringing up the lenses is I also need to buy the strap. These would be ideal when I get on a ride. However, I heard that they will fly off. So be very careful that like maybe if I'm on, like Buzz Lightyear, just like a little ride, I can clearly put them on. We're not going fast, but like Big Thunder, the Incredicoasters, I will not be having these on. No, we have enough footage of us screaming. I will just buy the strap, and then when we go back for his birthday, I will put them on. So we have the Meta glasses. Then I also decided to bring a fan. I should not need it. It says that it's only going to be 72 degrees. So that's also something that we also do when we prep, is we make sure to check the weather, because we live about 20 miles east of Disney, and we're about 40 miles east of Los Angeles, in the mountains. And so it may be 80 degrees here when it's 70 degrees in Disneyland, and then it's 70 to 65 degrees in LA. And then of course, the closer you get to the water, like in Orange County or LA, the cooler it gets. And so I bring a fan just in case, but also just in basic essentials, of course, is, I bring a little wallet. Your girl does not carry a big wallet. Honestly, I may not even take this one. I may get my credit card wallet that is very thin and not even take this whole thing. So I'm actually gonna keep this out. I take my key fob, where I put my truck key in here, and then it's easier to find because it'll be hanging in my purse like such. And then my son does have a Disney gift card. So mom hack real quick. I usually at this point, if you can see all these toys, plus another thing upstairs, and I need to clean it out, but I need to do it when he's not here. So mom hack, 2 years ago, we started doing gift cards for his birthday, maybe 3 years ago when he turned, no, it was when he turned 6. So 2 years ago. And I said, Amazon, Disney, ideal. Now it's Amazon, Disney, Target, and Walmart. The reason for that is I would prefer him randomly to say, oh, I want this toy. And if it fits within a gift card budget, I'll say, oh, you have a gift card. So one year what happened is we had like $500 worth of gift cards. Do you know, I made those gift cards stretch for about 11 months. One day randomly, we went into Walmart. What I'll do is because I know we're going to the store for other things, I'll go in my little area and I will pull out a gift card, but I don't tell him. Heck. And then I'll say, oh my gosh, wait a minute. You got $25 for a Disney, whatever you want. And then depending on if it's a special event or for like today, we haven't been in a while, I'll say you got $25, but mommy will add $15 to make it $40. So therefore we're doing also kid math. He needs to go into the store and look for the prices. My son has a habit of wanting the biggest box. We're not doing that today. So got the Disney gift card, of course. Got to keep that breath fresh. Got the icebreakers. And then I have stuff for my nose and allergies and things like that. All right, now for other real Disney essentials. So because it's only 2 of us, we started charging these last night. I'm gonna throw them back on the charger. Also need to check to make sure that they are updated. Always make sure that you do all of this before you leave so that you're connected to Wi-Fi. So little also tip, you see this right here? This is the Magic Band Plus. You see this? We actually 2 years ago detached this when we were at Walt Disney World when we bought it in the store because his wrist was really small. Well, after about a year, and we have this from Amazon, I'll link all of these up. I'll link up like my park essentials, like whole Amazon list. Therefore, you can just like click on one thing and see everything. But you want to buy these because these do clamp off. And I've lost one on the Matterhorn, never recovered. My eldest son lost one while we were waiting. I think it was after we went to the Haunted Mansion because he kept playing with it. And then all of a sudden that evening he couldn't find it. And it was during the Oogie Boogie bash because we went to Disneyland, then we went back over to California Adventure. And luckily these have like kind of like an Apple Tag situation. So they actually mailed it to our home. Somebody nice, thank you, turned it in. I lost mine on Matterhorn, and I think at one point somebody else lost one. We never recovered it. But I was saying this part because even if you're an adult, you don't want to mess around, ladies, because I technically can do that, and I can wrap it around, but at some point it's going to get too small, and then you can't attach this back. So you're going to have to buy a whole new one, okay? But these are our Magic Bands. I have this one. This was my new one that I purchased at the end of the year. And I also have a white and blue, like DVC, Disney Vacation Club one that I wear when we're like out of town. But you only, to me, need one. You can get different colors, but I don't. The only thing that I will say in terms of going to different parks, now that I say Disney World out loud, is if you want to go to Disney World, Disneyland, cruise, I've never used them on a cruise before, but Alani, you do want to check the rules or check with customer service or guest relations, because I know that my husband always has a problem when he comes to Disneyland. And then when they sync it to Disneyland, his has an issue when we go to Disney World. And I'm saying that because me and the kids actually don't ever have that problem. It's just when we go, it switches over automatically. So I don't know if there's something, because he did at one point detach his profile from not being connected to mine. So that actually might be the problem where, you know, he would use his phone interchangeably with his watch. So he was like, just give me my own stuff. But then when we needed to do Lightning Lane, I was like, I needed to link your stuff back with ours. So if you are traveling with the same family members over and over, as a tip, I would also say, just put everybody on one account. The main person who always goes to Disney, which in this family would be me, because it's just a lot easier. So those are our Magic Bands. Then we also are taking a portable battery. Reminds me, I need to run downstairs. This is the charger. I need to run downstairs and get the other one because this one is on its last leg. This is, my son keeps like tearing it out when we used to be in the car or whatnot. So this probably barely works. This one is probably for his iPad. Has nothing. Look at it, gone. So I need to buy one. Somehow all of my chargers end up missing. Why everybody else got a charger? So I bought some from the Dollar Tree for like $5. So I need to go find those. And then lastly, outside of my water bottle, is I'm going to take a few snacks. I don't anticipate that we will be standing in long lines, but when we're just walking around outside of popcorn, sometimes my son just says like, I'm hungry, and we may need to wait to get food. We may be in a line. We may need to walk to a particular location. We may need to walk to the other park because of food preferences. And so with that in mind, I don't take a lot of snacks. Keep in mind, the more stuff you have in your bag, the more bags you have in bags, you will have to unzip them, take them out your bag, going through security. So I am going to choose to have this stuff loose, but they're in compartments. Just have everything unzipped when you go through security. And then I'm just gonna have this bag. So Today we may actually, I gotta check the pass. It's my first time using it. I don't even know if we get discounts on any parking. I don't think we do. So I might just have to pay for parking. It is what it is. But we may, I don't know if we're gonna park in the regular Mickey and Friends or we're gonna do Toy Story. One thing I do love about Toy Story, especially during slow season, and we're not staying for like fireworks or anything like that, is when we do Toy Story, we go through security most of the time over there, and then we don't have to go through it again when we get to the park because we don't have to get on the tram, we get on the bus. So we'll see. But I did pack him a bag of Doritos, a bag of muffins, a fruit roll-up, 2 fruit snacks. I packed me liquid IV to go in one of the secondary like little bottles that we're gonna take. And then I packed me a turkey chomps. I don't anticipate we're gonna get that hungry. I already ate a very big breakfast. I'm about to actually go wake him up right now so that he can eat his breakfast, get dressed, and then we can leave. But let me go grab my other charger and my other ears so I can show you my ears that I'm gonna be wearing today. Okay, so here are my ears. Got these, they do have a new collection, but got these from Grand Floridian, probably about, I think in 2023. So I do have the Loungefly that matches it, but I need a bigger bag. Those Loungeflies are too small when we have to take a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna take these, and it goes a little bit, but it'll be on my head. And then here is a smaller charger. I'm gonna see how much we charge. I think it charges fairly quickly, so I'm gonna throw this on the charger. So before I go, let me run down for entrepreneur, working moms, or career moms, how do I make room for stuff like this in my schedule? So I wanna start interweaving more vlog style day in the life stuff when it makes sense, when I got something to show y'all where I'm not on the computer all day, so that I can start breaking down my day. So let me tell you what I did. On Sunday, yesterday, I was on my laptop more than what I would like. I'm usually not on my laptop more than an hour or two unless I'm doing something for pleasure or fun. So yesterday I decided to do what I usually would have done on Monday, maybe even Tuesday, because I don't know how my energy is going to be tomorrow. And so, excuse me. So yesterday I did work out. Today I intentionally chose not to work out in the morning. I trusted that my energy would be fine. I've been talking to ChatGPT to make sure that I am calculating my protein and carbs and intake to help my health with my health goals. So I woke up, drank my water, washed my face, brushed my teeth, didn't have to comb my hair because I got my braids on Saturday, or crochet braids. And so yesterday I sat down on my computer for a couple of hours and I built out a sales funnel for a masterclass that we are going to be having if you are a therapist. I will link this below. We are focusing on getting people prepared for Mental Health Awareness Month early. So typically I talk about speaking in workshops in May, but I want to get y'all prepared 2 months early. So if you want to come to the masterclass that's called Booked and Paid, where I'm going to be sharing my framework of how you can learn how to pitch yourself to community organizations and or to be on people's podcasts, and or what do you send, more importantly, when somebody reaches out to you so that you can speak. You want to sign up for that masterclass. It is live. It is 90 minutes. And by default, you're going to get a course with me because I'm a professor just by the way that I teach. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go live just in case you can't make it live. Then I'm going to chop it up into the section so that it's digestible after the masterclass. And then I'm going to put it into a course shell. When you sign up, you will immediately get access to the course shell with a welcome section. It is very imperative that you check out the welcome section and you do the journal prompts to prime you for being able to do some work with me through the masterclass. But at the end of the day, I want you to get prepared for Mental Health Awareness Month and opportunities that come all year if you want to do speaking, workshops, or training. So make sure that you sign up for the masterclass. Check the description box. So I worked on that for up to about 5 hours. The reason it took me so long, because I also included if someone wants swipeable templates that my clients have in our Scale Academy program for pitching yourself to speaking or workshops for their organization. I've provided you with some templates where you can personalize but plug and play through a Google Doc, and you can add that on when you go outside the masterclass. Then I also added a one-time opportunity that you will see it when you go through the process. I will not mention it here, but it is something very special that will be just between me and you. If you're a mental health provider, counselor, therapist, you don't have to be a licensed provider to be able to take the masterclass. Honestly, if you're in the services industry, you can come. You do not even have to be a therapist. I just know that more therapists see my stuff. So I know that question comes up. So no, you don't have to be a therapist to come. No, it's not going to be therapist language. It's going to be, how do you get booked and paid? Okay. So, all right, cut to the chase. So after I built out all that, my son was outside. I also make myself a list. Let me go grab it. So what I declared for myself yesterday, just to get my brain in order, is I decided that instead of me having all of these different journals and things on my laptop for organizational purposes, Notion boards, Monday project management boards, different agendas. I just need to narrow it down and put all my stuff in one area. So I bought these per quarter at Walmart. I'll see if they're still there. Every time I link them, they're gone. But if they are there, I'll link it in the Walmart store because I cannot find them on Amazon. It is vegan leather, match my nails. And it's just regular lined paper, but I love the way it lays. It's nice. And then I have my pink Hobby Lobby pen that I bought for my clients for my event that I hosted a mastermind last week. So what I did, as you can see here, it was March 1st. And this is what I was able to do yesterday. I didn't do two things, but that's okay. So I needed to pay a team member. I did grocery shopping. What I do is I grocery shop hack on Instacart. And then for me, I've been going to the store lately because sometimes I just want to smell the meat. I want to see other things because sometimes it's just like shopping online on Fashion Nova. It's too many things online. So I'd rather sometimes just go in the store, and that's just also my time to get outside and get some steps in. So I do my grocery shopping on Instacart. I know the prices are inflated for some stores, especially the big warehouse stores, but I went to a local grocery store and then I went in the store and literally shopped off the list for our meal prep for Sunday through Wednesday. Tonight, I am not cooking dinner. Make the decision to leverage my time, ladies, or if you're a gentleman and you cook, I'm not cooking dinner tonight. I'm not about to come back from Disneyland. I say we're not watching fireworks. I'm not taking no jackets, but I don't know what we're gonna do. And so I don't want to come home and cook, and my husband needs to eat dinner. But I found out that his work overnight, where he's working at tonight, he may not have access to a microwave based on some of the work that he does. And so he may just take a sandwich. So that's what kind of got me off the hook for cooking dinner too, where we can just like get food for him to eat before he goes to work tonight, because we'll be home before then, but I don't need to cook meal prep food for him. So did grocery shopping. I was able to clear the counter, even though this stuff is right here because of this morning. And then I was able to map out the entire masterclass. And then I did a little bit of journaling last night, but it's that simple. I was super intentional. So that's what I did yesterday. And then spent time in the evening with my son, gave him a shower. I got a shower, rested, watched Netflix, and then fell asleep. This morning, still woke up at 6:30, probably got out of bed at like 6:45, came downstairs, made me a full hearty breakfast with turkey bacon, 2 eggs. I got to get my protein up. I need to lose some weight. Another video. So eggs, spinach, and like some taters. Made me my breakfast bowl that is equivalent to similar to Chick-fil-A, but with spinach. And then had my tea. Got on my laptop, and I am doing something different even with my business in terms of marketing. So I was able to schedule out, I scheduled out my post for today, yesterday. That's also what I did. So I can wake up free. That includes my story. That is more for marketing positioning. I also posted two in post, a reel and a carousel for tomorrow. And I mean, for today. And then for tomorrow, I haven't scheduled anything, but I did post a trial reel, something new that I'm trying this week. But I'm done with the marketing piece. Anything else that might go in my story will be as inspiration when I get outside the house. That typically is what happens when we're standing in line, we're kind of sitting down and we're chilling. I may have a thought in which I may create something and save it, or create something and post it. I really do not post me and my son while we're out, because I just for safety purposes don't like to post exactly where I am at that time. What I will post is when I leave, or maybe even tomorrow, like our time at Disneyland, like a recap of Monday on Tuesday. So that's in a nutshell how I structure my days and leverage my time moving through so many roles. Because if we could just talk real, being a mom, being a wife, being a provider, a service provider, and a provider in my home, and being a CEO of multiple coaching programs with a lot of clients, customers from digital products, and continuous collaboration for mental health throughout the year, it is exhausting. Not it can be exhausting, it is exhausting. And so in our community called the In Her Collective, we have been talking about designing a life first business. That is our community for women, entrepreneurs, career women, service providers in your home, in the community of all different industries, including mental health providers. You don't have to be licensed. I keep saying that because pre-licensed therapists ask me, do I got to be licensed? No. But that is a community where we meet at minimum once a month on a Friday with some bonus touch points in the middle of the month with some challenges, digital download ebooks. I'm also about to create a private podcast for them. But the goal of that community is focused on designing a life first business, because women in 2026 carry a lot of weight. And I'm not talking about in our body, even though that is my goal right now. Okay, stay with me. But at the end of the day, we carry a lot of weight. which means that sometimes we're not even provided space and spaces to have conversations, to talk about, yes, streams of income that's going to bring in more money, but also streams of income that's going to help me leverage my time and make more money. And can I talk to other people in which it is relatable to share that, a lot of women are the breadwinner in 2026, or them and their partner are running neck and neck with making a lot of money versus back in the days, decades ago, it was reversed. And so there's not a lot of mentorship in circles that these conversations are happening. And I realized that this was something that I was actually lacking. So I created the program that I wish was created for me. So if you would like to partake in that program with challenges and all those things, meaning monthly challenges, we do activities and conversations, then by all means, make sure you join your girl in her collective. Depending on when you're watching this, we might even have a community connection call. That's what we call it, coming up this upcoming Friday. I know we have one in the first Friday in March. This was a bonus one, but we are talking about finances, psychology of finances, and being the woman and carrying the load. Last month, and you have access to our vaults of all these past calls. It's definitely worth it for personal development purposes. One of our members came in and talked about women carrying the invisible load. When I tell you we better have her back for another conversation, we bringing her back. So without further ado, your girl needs to get ready. I've been sitting here chatting with y'all, and it is overly time for me to get my son up, and I don't want to rush him. So let me go ahead, get him up, and then we're going to get dressed, and I'll see you at Disneyland. All right, so we officially made it. What ride are we going on? Jack Jack. What's Jack Jack? Which one is it? All right, so talking about leveraging time, we are doing the lightning lane today. So we are about to get on this ride. It is our time right now. We did save 25% with our passes, and we also saved 25% to park. So we're gonna go on that ride. Well, not that ride, but the Jack Jack right there right now and have some fun. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What'd you say?
Like when I did the loop, I actually felt like I was gonna pass out.
Why?
Because my eyes are starting to close.
Your eyes was closing. We have fun, huh? We got it on the meta glasses. In and out in 5 minutes. Where you going next?
That's what I'm saying. I know where to tire.
Oh. No, you not. Psych. Okay, we got popcorn. You ready? Where we going? Some popcorn. Mommy got some popcorn too. Okay, so we are about to go to Disneyland. Avery, you got your glasses on? Let me see. You ready to record on yours? All right, so he has his glasses on. I have my metas on. So we just have to get his working, and I think we got to connect to Wi-Fi. But nevertheless, we are entering into Disneyland. Right now it is 1:24, so we're making great timing, and we already have a lightning lane lined up for Big Thunder. So let's go ahead and have some fun, y'all. Okay, so we are currently at stage door. Just decided to share some chicken tenders. So we're really leveraging 45 minutes of time before we go on our next lightning lane. But in the meantime, you having fun? That wasn't his face on Thunder Mountain. So yeah. He's practicing for YouTube. But we're having a good time. It's not as crowded. I mean, Some of the lines are an hour, but those are the ones we're using a lightning lane for. So not sure.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And click the bell.
And click the bell. If you'd like to see day in the life, Mom April, fun outside the house when we have no school for 6 weeks.
That's me.
And Mom did all her work yesterday on a Sunday. Okay, so we are done with lunch. What'd you eat?
Chicken fries.
Chicken fries. So it is 2:35. We don't have our lightning lane until 3 o'clock. And so for Matterhorn, so we're gonna head over to Pirates of the Caribbean, hop on there, just stand in line for like 15 minutes. And then we'll walk over to the other side and go to the Matterhorn. But thus far, we're making good timing. Definitely feels like we've been here every month still. But we haven't been here, y'all, since like October, November of 2025. And it is March? March 2nd. It is March 2nd.
And it's almost my birthday.
And it's almost his birthday. All right,
And
let's go.
turn 8.
And you're gonna turn 8. All right, so let's go to Pirates. Go ahead. What? You wet?
Yeah!
Because you want to sit in the front?
I didn't know. I should have chosen back.
Okay, so we are currently right out of Pirates of the Caribbean. We are in the Treehouse. He has his glasses on, but he did have to take my phone in order for them to stay connected, which I did not know. So he had to... Where he at? Yeah, I'm running up there. So we're gonna see how the footage comes out. Our goal is to practice with these glasses every time we go somewhere and then see how we can improve on it. But in the midst of that, we've been having a great time. Very nice weather, low clouds, and since I've been here, I've made 4 sales. So that was what I wanted to find out too, like how much money we can generate in the business as I set up everything through automation when I leave the house. So I'm gonna give y'all a total of how much we've earned. I'll just like look on my phone once we get back to the car, and we'll see how this Disney trip really planned out with prepping the day before. Sit up so I can videotape you. Okay, so we just got off of the Matterhorn.
And I got wet.
He got wet. He was scared to ask to sit in the front, so I went ahead and did it. And that's what he get because he was the wettest one on the ride.
I should choose back.
So we got on and off there in literally 5 minutes. So now we're gonna use our lightning lane to go for cars. And then we're pretty much gonna hit up as much as we can over here in Tomorrowland and then head on out.
We're gonna go to Animal Kingdom.
We're not in Walt Disney World. We're not going to Animal Kingdom, but I wish. Help us, everybody. We are outside, and it's, oh my gosh, they done left us. We done got dusted. Look. Come on. Where are we going? Where are you taking me? To the mall?
Target.
Target. On and off in 5 seconds.
We went at 65.
We can't go no 65.
Yes, we can.
We in a Honda
Oh
though.
my God, we're right there.
Okay, so we're actually calling it a day. He has hiccups. We just got off Autotopia, and we're gonna just cancel the last lightning lane. I think this is enough for today. We've been here for about 5 hours, which is long enough for us. So we're gonna head out. I'm gonna go stop and get him some water right now, but I hope that you've enjoyed having fun with us at Disneyland today. Again, subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'll also make sure to tag his channel down below so that y'all can show him some love. We got a lot of footage on our meta glasses today for his short form. You want to say anything?
Please. My YouTube channel is called Adventures with Avery.
All right, Adventures with Avery. All right, y'all, bye. Okay, so clearly changing plans. We walked by Star Tours and he was like, how long is it? Right there. And I said, well, that was our last lightning lane. So he said,
I still got the hiccups.
so I guess he thought it was gonna cure his hiccups, but he wanted to get on one last ride. So we did that again, in and out, lightning lane in 2 seconds.
I really want to get rid of my hiccups so bad.
Yeah, so now we're literally leaving. You can tell the time is changing because it's not even dark yet. But like I said, I'm gonna give y'all a uncut recap of what I did in business.
And she told me on my birthday, it's at 8 o'clock, it's going to be dark, but at 7:59, it's still going to be daytime. So the time is going to change.
Yep, so the time is changing right around his 8th birthday. All right, y'all, let us go get on this bus. And then when I get in the car, I'll do a breakdown on my phone of what we earned today and or deposits that were made. Wow.
Bye. Bye. See you next week in our next video.
Yeah.
See you next week in my birthday video. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Close it out.
Peace.
Okay, y'all. So before I go home, I wanted to show you how much I made today. So like I told you earlier, before we came to Disneyland, I did prep on Sunday, scheduled out some posts. Around 1 o'clock, I did publish to like a trial reel. Those are really getting views, but not necessarily converting into dollars per se. But just to break it down, I received a deposit today for affiliate marketing for $65.26. That is from something that I refer my clients to use in terms of systems in their business. It's no money out of their pocket. The system actually pays me for sending over referrals, and I never refer anyone to systems that I don't use myself. Then I was also paid out from the month of February. I tried something new. I like experimenting, and I know that you can hook up a shop to YouTube. And so I found a platform to link to my YouTube channel. Therefore, people don't have to go to other places specifically for PDFs to buy them. And so this third party pretty much links everything together. People can like click shop right there on YouTube, and then they can buy the PDF without even having to leave the platform. So they deposited into my account today $211. Then I just checked my Kajabi dashboard, and for today only, I did generate $449. And so I'm really excited because I remember back in the day, I would say something like, I just want $500, a day. And I think this is pretty cool that I can have a variety of different products and services. I can be on automation for social media. I do use ManyChat, but I also sent out an email this morning to my community letting them know a workshop that's coming up in 2 weeks. And so the grand total is, got dark, $725. So I went to Disneyland, had a good time with my son, and the business made $725. What's crazy is this used to be like monthly for me, minimum wage working at a job. When I had a good job, this may have been a whole week's pay. So I went to Disneyland from 12 to 6:30. Listen, the day ain't even over. I can have as many days like this as I want. And this was mild because I just announced something. I didn't even go hard as I could. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to set myself up with one email, 2 social media posts, and then a YouTube video went out today wrapping up the therapy group series. And so without further ado, now I will say signing out. Have a great day. Let me know below what part of the vlog did you like. Did you like my walkthrough of my day before we went to Disneyland? Did you like the little snippets of us going to Disneyland? Or did you like just the wrap up, the whole thing, and the breakdown of, wow, I can have both an abundant life and an abundant business. All right, y'all. See you later. Bye.
Bye.